Good afternoon, traders. It is Friday the 13th in September 2019, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Well, we really didn't have a Friday the 13th trading today. We had just a very typical funky Friday um, with the Dow not doing much, just moving sideways. Um, but officially ending up 37 points. We lost money today, but it was a significant improvement over where we were yesterday. Yesterday we were negative over $7,000 on the close, and today we closed out with just under $3,000 in losses. So we actually trimmed over $4,000 in losses between where we were on the close yesterday and where we actually got out today. So can't complain too much about that. We got into 8 positions, 3 positive, 5 negative, and we're carrying um, another $3,000 negative, about just under that, over the weekend going into Monday. So, yeah, it was a funky Friday, but you know, you would expect on Friday the 13th we would probably lose $20,000 or something. That did not happen. In fact, this funky Friday climaxes um, an unbelievably spectacular week. This is what the scorecard looked for this week. We made 7,000 on Monday. We made 33,000 on Tuesday. We made 28,000 on Wednesday, and then gave back 4,000 yesterday on Thursday and 3,000 today. So can't complain, but it's kind of a letdown after those 3 spectacular days earlier this week. Let me just show you the long range chart on the Dow a second here. This is kind of interesting. Of course, here at the end is where we're at today, and over here are the all-time record highs recorded in July. So you can see we're just knocking on the door there of setting new highs. I, you know, I don't like to predict much, but I kind of get the feeling like maybe things have kind of stalled out here, and this may have to come back some and take another run to get through those highs there. It seems to me we are starting to encounter this resistance again, where everything that pops up sells off. That happened to us today. We could, I told you we're closed out with the negative just under $3,000. That was positive $10,000 earlier in the day. But it's just one of these days where everything, things start out okay and then everything gets worse as the day moves on. You got sellers and short sellers. And I think when you see the overall market up in this area, we're going to encounter that possibly for a while until it finally completely blows through it. And, there's a big short squeeze on these people that are shorting the market up here. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but it wouldn't surprise me to see the Dow come down again. That does not worry about me. We made a ton of money on this upswing here from these lower levels that it hit in August. And so it doesn't frighten me that if this thing has to pull back again, we'll make that money big time on the swing up. So, to have upswings, you got to have downswings. That's just the way it works. Hey, I really only have one stock I want to show you today, but it is a great one. This is Overstock, OSTK. I just want to show you this because it's really is a beautiful pattern here. I'm going back about 6 days here, and we took this little uh, trade going long and Overstock back here. I think this was on the 5th of um, September, and we took $1,500 out of this first one here. We got re-entered that day, and boy, that thing just went crazy on the second day, so we stayed with it, and then got out on the third day with $10,000 in profit in Overstock. And then we stayed out uh, for another day. This would have been, let's see, that would have been Wednesday. And then yesterday, we jumped back into Overstock at the last hour. And today, we got out of there almost at the top of this move and took another $7,000 out of this stock. So, from way back here to here, we we're getting close to making $20,000 in profit in that stock. But what I love this. We get this huge run, and we get out here almost at the top. We're out almost at the top today. That's just a beautiful, beautiful trade. Um, and I'm gonna uh, kind of celebrate that for this Funky Friday rather than think about these other crummy trades that we got into. Anyway, hey, you guys have a fantastic weekend. I'm going to have a good weekend. I'll be back here on Monday trading as usual.